So oftentimes people are quite worried about going in their woods and doing actual hinge cuts, TSI, girdling, hack and squirt, all these different woods improvements, because obviously it's a tree. Once you cut it down, once you do anything to it, you can't restore that. Well, I wanted to show a little bit. So we have a area you can see behind me. It's quite open, and we've been working on essentially a staggered combination of both girdling, stump cut, and then we have also been doing some hinging. So I have a hinge behind me, and I just want to show you guys when it's done right, you have a good radius, you pull it down nicely, your regrowth on these is amazing. It's no different when you see woody browse and a deer comes and nips it, and you can see the different years of browse essentially as the main trunk forks to each bud. Well, no difference with these. You can see we had a couple different leaders, 3 large ones to be exact, but this is an old hinge that we did probably about I want to say 3-4 years ago, and we used it to essentially break up the monotony a little bit of this top piece. And you can kind of see we've done it a couple times up here, and actually while we go down here, I want to even show just how Mother Nature also does this method. Things will happen, trees will fall down, and over here we actually have a young maple that naturally hinge cut. So it happens in nature too, so don't think it's a very unnatural thing. But as you can see, that top area there, I completely broke up everything, the monotony. Now area below me, we did more stump cutting and removal of trees, and there we actually have really accelerated some regrowth. So depending on your tree, your woods, your forest, tree species available, there's a bunch of different options for you guys to utilize to improve it. So, you know, is hinge cutting the answer? No. Is hack and squirt the only answer? No. Is stump cutting the only answer? No. You know, so you gotta have your different goals in mind. So like I said, I mean, there's areas here where we have a little bit more of a seeding going on here, where we kept essentially a large mother tree, and she's gonna produce a lot of seeds here. So we did a very large cutting, and I got a lot of tops I gotta kind of cut and clean up in here. But that big large maple there is gonna produce a lot of regrowth, a lot of seeds. Well, meanwhile, all this area now is open and we have some regrowth. So when you guys are looking in your forest, keep in mind, use all the different methods that you can. If you can get a forester in there, highly recommend it. Network with a logger, but always make sure you have your goal in mind, and that'll really help you be successful at the end of the day. So thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.